Yo guys, you made it through Monday. This is Jason on the Simpademic, and I have made a pretty big decision regarding this channel and my overall long-term plan. And it came at the behest of a young lady I actually spoke with who was leading our volunteer group today at church, and I was hosting a small group of ours. And here's where it's at. And trying to clear off this thing a little bit here. I don't know if it's going to come across with the blur on it or not, but anyway, here's what I've determined. This channel has discussed a lot of my particular views towards men who are simps and women who are behaving bad, and it's kind of gone all over the place. And I tried to package it into one neat little video earlier this week in regards to my values and what I stand for. But here's what I've decided. I've decided that the overall explanation of who I am and where I particularly stand on that, what I think is healthy for men, is going to be better presented in a book than on a channel. Now, it's going to take me obviously some time to write this book, and the book will be titled "End the Simpademic." And "End the Simpademic," the book, is going to be presented basically as a self-help guide to help men to determine their value, expand their market value, and also to not try to take control of situations by simping. Now, of course, I'm still a single man, so I don't have a success story behind that pursuit per se. But I do have success in overall life, and I do have success in not simping for women. So I think I do have plenty to offer in this regard. And I think clarifying this in a book package is going to help. Now, again, like I said, it's going to probably take some months to put this together. I already have an outline and headings put together for this, just from today. But it's going to take a long time to fill it with the actual content inside of that box. So, this channel will continue to exist, and I will continue to discuss these particular subjects ad nauseum and at pretty good extent, because I do believe strongly in them, and I think this channel, once the book does come out, will ultimately become a supporting tool for the book. But, so, the future as a standalone channel is relatively short at this point, but I did talk to and this volunteer leader today is a young lady, not really, in a relationship is the best way I could put it. She's in a long distance relationship with somebody a couple states over, and I spoke with her, and she did identify that she does believe this is a need. And I think if I'm going to be looking at it from the viewpoint of a not a hot but a reasonably cute younger lady, I'm sure she's been confronted with these situations with men who have gone over the top. And being a Christian, this doesn't work. I don't think it really works on a lot of women, but particularly women of the faith. I just don't think this type of thing works, because they're looking for a godly man. They're not looking for a desperate man who throws her on a pedestal and gives her unwarranted attention. That's not the way of the faith. And so I will trust that she has identified this as a true need, because I'm sure she's been there before, and I haven't explained the channel. And so that's going to be the pivot I'm going to be taking, but it's going to take a while to pivot. So this channel will still be presenting content at 5 p.m. on a daily basis until that point happens. And so I am looking at taking a few months to make the pivot, publish the book, self-publish it, see what happens. I don't expect it to become a New York Times bestseller or even a Fargo Forum bestseller, if you know what I mean. But I do expect, I do hope, it is my hope to be able to help men to develop their true market value, be the best version of themselves, stop putting them on pedestals, and simultaneously calling out manosphere content, black pill channels for what they are at the same time. That's going to be in the book too. And yes, I will be naming names of channels in the book. And because they're faceless channels, I cannot expect that, if they do out themselves and try to take action against me, that would actually be a win as well. Because nothing I'm going to say is going to be false. It's going to all be true, and I can't necessarily see anything sticking in terms of any slander or libel legal actions. Because I'm not gonna be telling a single lie. There's not gonna be any lies detected in this whatsoever. So the book I'm expecting will be done in a few months. I don't know what the publishing content or publishing timeline of these types of things are. I'm probably gonna self-publish if somebody does catch interest in it. If I do have a manuscript of the book, and they do take interest in publishing it, that's all the better. So timing is basically TBD at this point, and I'm going to be making a pivot and using this channel as a means to support the book, which will put the ideas that I've had over the past several months on this channel in a little bit more of a compact and a little bit more solid, more digestible variety instead of kind of scattershot all over the place as I have been. And I'm kind of afraid of that's been the case with this channel, is that, I've been kind of all over the board, but they do root in the same set of beliefs, which I presented earlier this week. So anyway, that is my long-term plan, and thanks for watching through this point. It's kind of a short version because I don't have much to say, but that is it. So anyway, it's Jason and the Simpademic. Enjoy your Monday, and just prayers for you to stay strong this week. If you're of the faith, I also hope for prayers for the same. Just let me know in the comment section below what you think of this, and if there's any suggestions that you have. So as book publishing is concerned, I would most certainly appreciate that. Please like and share this video and subscribe as well. Thank you so much, folks, and have yourself a great Monday night. Peace out, homies.